feeling so small. Watch the clock ticking off the wall. But tonight I'm letting it go. Spend my coin for sure. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now.
Hi everyone, welcome if you are new here and you're my previous subscribers. Welcome back, my little astronauts. So for today's video, we're going to be talking about specifically New Jersey and Virginia's election. They're going to be coming to vote on November 2nd. So if you live in the state of New Jersey or, of course, Virginia, definitely go vote. Your vote counts. No matter what political party you choose to vote for, your vote counts. So make sure you vote. So what we're going to be looking today, kind of very similar to the way we do the midterm update. We're just going to ask the cards who or what they think is going to win the election in terms of party percentage. So how is it going to work? Because there's so many election races in the state of Virginia and New Jersey. We're going to be looking particularly at the governorship in both Virginia and New Jersey, but we're also going to be looking at overall how many seats would the Democrats normally win within those states. So the percentage, so say the Democrat gets 6 and 4 for the Republican, that tells you 60% of the seats in the state are going to go to the Democrat, where 40% will go to the Republican. That's how that's going to work. But anyway, if you see the thumbnail today, I said that New Jersey was going to be won by the Democrat by 10%, and Virginia's governorship will flip to the Republican. That is just my intuition, what I feel like is most likely to happen had the election been held today. The way we're reading the cards today is going to be a little different. The way the cards tell me, I could be contradicting what I am saying on my thumbnail. So just anyway, besides that. All right, so let's jump into it. Let's do the little disclaimer, kind of jump you through it, and we'll get into the main points of today's video. If you are new here, everything will be timestamped in the description below if you want to take a picture or kind of go to certain segments of today's video. This is being live streamed on October 11, 2021 at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you are interested in booking a reading with me, check the description below if you are interested. We do have a sale today. I'm going to show it up to you right now on your screen. We have a 1-year anniversary sale. We have 10% off personal reading for 30 minutes or more. And of course, 20% off on personal reading for 1 hour. Today is actually the last day at midnight Eastern Standard Time, or I'll probably keep it till 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time so people on the West Coast still have a chance. If you want to book a reading with me, definitely do, because this will be the last time. I will not be allowing any more personal readings going forward or to be booked after today. So if you want to book a reading with me, today is the time to do it. But anyway, let's jump back into it. Here are some quick disclaimers that you see on your screen right now. This is just for entertainment purposes only. And yeah, so let's jump in. At the end of the video, you will have 3 piles to choose from and pick whatever pile you feel really drawn to. And that will be your reading on what you guys want you to know today. Hi, Sakan. How are you, love? All right, so let's begin. Let's talk about the state of New Jersey. Then we'll jump into Virginia. All right, so New Jersey recently had a Republican governor. It was actually Governor Chris Christie, and he was as recent as 2012. So it's not unheard of for New Jersey to elect Republicans as governor. And quite actually, even though New Jersey voted Democratic since Bill Clinton, they have indeed had more Republican governors than they had Democratic or Democrats in terms of that. So Spears Angel, tell me. I'm all right. I'm a little nervous because my dog peed all over the floor and I was just running frantic, so the energy is a little chaotic over here. All right, so Spears Angel, please tell me about the state of New Jersey. Just the overall look. Let's just take a look. 3 cards, please, for the state of New Jersey and on November 2nd. What are the results going to be looking like? Now, we're going to be doing a couple more videos the same way we do with California Senate race. Governor's race, we'll kind of be doing the same thing with New Jersey and Virginia up until the time for you guys to vote. Okay, so let's take a look. So we have here, we have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of Pentacles here. We have to vote. So this is on November 2nd. If the election was held today, this is the energy that's going on. We have here all the votes come in. There's a high voter turnout in the state of New Jersey. We have here the Democrat is expected to win. The Democrats leaning by large margins. However, with all the votes counted in, the Democrat ends up losing. Okay, so remember when you do tarot cards, the way the tarot cards operate and the way they work is it's the interpreter and how they feel in their intuition representing the cards. The cards are always right. And I'm gonna give you two different sides of the story here. So the vote comes in and the high voter turnout in the state of New Jersey. We have here the Knight of Cups. The Democrat leads far ahead in the data in terms of vote count. And we have here at the end of when the vote is tallied, that Democrat ends up leaving office, which I think is Paul Murphy, if I am correct, Governor Murphy in New Jersey. He ends up losing. And in that case, it becomes an upset, but not a surprise because New Jersey has this tendency to have Republican governors. So even if this was an upset, it wouldn't be a surprise if this was to occur. Another version of what this card could be saying is very similar to the first one, but a little bit different. Is that the vote turnout is high. We have here the Democrats lead the head, has enough votes in terms of tally, they call it early. And we have here the Republican walking away, the Republican challenger walking away, and because he or she lost. We have here is that it wasn't close. So there's two possible outcomes that I see here is that as of right now, New Jersey's governorship is leading in the way of the Democrats, but there is a possibility for a Republican governor. It wouldn't be unheard of for that to occur either. Right at the bottom of the deck here, we have is the Tower card. So if unlikely, at this point in time, if the election was held today in the state of New Jersey for the governorship, it would not be an upset, what means that the Democrat will hold on for another term. So as of right now, that is what I'm seeing from the cards. All right. So that is the state of New Jersey. Let's take a look at the governorship in Virginia. Okay, Spirit Angel, please tell me, what is the governorship like on election night on November 2nd, 2021, look like in the state of Virginia? Now, Virginia has a tendency to vote because they have a gubernatorial election the year after the presidential year. And so whoever is in political parties, so whatever political parties in power, they tend to vote the opposite. So, for example, we have when Donald Trump got elected and he won in 2017 when the election was held, Ralph Northam won by a considerable amount because Donald Trump was in office. He was the first Democrat to win in a long time in the state of Virginia since Barack Obama, and of course, during George Bush, there was a Democrat during George Bush, and then it was a Republican during Bill Clinton. So it's the opposite of whatever presidential parties in power. It also holds the key to showing who's going to win in the midterm election the following year. All right, so let's take a look in the state of Virginia. You show me, Spirits and Angels, what is it looking like in the state of Virginia on election night? November 2nd, 2021. What is it looking like in the state of Virginia's governor race? Okay, take a look. Okay, is this a victory? And is this a victory for Joe Biden and the Democrats? Okay, interesting. All right, let's take a look. Interesting. Okay, this has to do with Biden's approval rating. All right, so we have the Sun card, right? We have here Biden, the Democrats won in 2020. This is kind of like the Democrats being seen as the party of good, right? The party of the majority, the people's voice is the best way to put it. Now, there are politicians in the Democratic Party who don't represent us, and don't get me wrong, that is 100% true. We have here as well as in the middle card, we have the Ten of Cups. This is my election day card. So the funny that the card comes up in the center as the president tells me whoever is leading right now is most likely going to win. And as of right now, in the polls, in the Washington State polls, the Washington Post polls, Ralph Northam, Terry McAuliffe, he is leading in the governorship as of right now over Glenn Youngkin, the Republican nominee for the Republican Party for governorship of Virginia. We have here as well as the card that follows. Oh, you can't see, excuse me. I apologize. We have the Hierophant. Right, and this is very interesting because this Hierophant talks about the government, the higher ups, right? the status quo, so to speak. It matters what I'm seeing here, that people want to follow the status quo. It's going to be very partisan. So it's going to come down to every vote in the state of Virginia. We have here, what's going to hurt the Democrats, at least Terry McAuliffe, what's going to make a state that voted for Joe Biden by 13 percentage points in 2020 is going to narrow up so much that the strength of Joe Biden's approval rating, even if it was really good, it would not carry Terry McAuliffe over. Right, we have the Emperor reverse. I asked whether or not this has to do with Joe Biden. This is victory for Joe Biden. It looks like Joe Biden will actually hurt Terry McAuliffe, the Democratic nominee for governor in Virginia. And that's what I'm seeing here. That Joe Biden approval rate is going to be playing a major role here. And we have here, as well as we have to pay the stores. It looks like the Democrat is going to squeeze it out very narrowly. I see Terry McAuliffe winning by a very narrow margin. I'm sensing in my intuition right now, I feel like very strongly with the number 2. So maybe he may win by 2%, even by 200 votes, 20,000 votes, who knows? But it has to do with something with a number 2. But I see here it's all about policy. If Terry McAuliffe talked about policy within the state of Virginia, he will most likely win as a Democrat for governorship. So I'm sensing here that as of right now, both states are going to go to the Democrats, but New Jersey is going to go to the Democrats by a larger margin, whereas Virginia is going to go to the Democrats by a very narrow margin. So if you are in, whether or not you're in the state of New Jersey or Virginia, make sure you go vote. It is very important you do so. Yeah, okay, so that is what I have for today's video. We don't have a lot to talk about today, but if you are new, welcome. If you are Native American, I want to say happy Indigenous Peoples Day, and if you are gay or part of the LGBTQ community, happy Coming Out Day to all of you. Anyway, guys, I love you and I hope you have a very beautiful day. Don't forget to hop over onto my What If Tarot YouTube channel. I will be posting and uploading another video there very soon, actually. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for being a part of this wonderful channel. Thank you for making it what it is. I am trying to make more content now that I am getting therapy and help to be able to continue the channel going forward. So expect more content. Try to interact, try to engage with the content. It will be very helpful if you do. It kind of lets me know exactly where you are in the mindset. So anyway, let's jump into the pick a card reading for you guys, so you kind of have like a good mindset going out of this video. Let me give you a little break. We'll go on ad break so you guys can just relax for a moment while I get the deck out for you. Have you ever wondered how you can submit a question or a video request? Well, I will show you in this commercial how you can do that. So you go to my channel, you click on any of my uploads or any recent videos that you may see, and you go to the description. As you can clearly see, I already clicked on a previous video. You scroll down and you click right here where it says submit your question, topic, or video request here. You can also add in links and information that you would like to add in. You can ask at least 10 and you can keep resubmitting as many as you would like. You'll click that link and it will take you to my website. And this is what my website looks like. You can book a reading with me. You can find me email, other information along with my YouTube channel. You will click submit your video request here and you will click on that. And it will take you to a Google form where you guys can fill out and be able to put all your questions here. So thank you all for coming, and I'll just turn you right back to your content right now. The message that they need to hear right now. All right, so we're going to be doing 3 different piles for you. You're going to pick one that you feel really resonates with you. So the first deck that I saw at the store was the Quantum Oracle. So we'll be using this for some of you. For number 2. And one more card for number 2. Okay, please give me 2 more. Okay, they're telling me 3. So let's pick one here. And I guess one right here. All right, perfect. So this is for you, those of you who have chosen pile number 2. That is your matches, of course. Let's see. If you don't know how to pick your own cards or pick your own pile, what you have to do is you close your eyes and just meditate for a moment. You can pause the video and just feel drawn to ask yourself, ask your guides, call on your spirit guides, and ask them for a number or a message and tell them to direct you to whatever pile that they feel like correlates to what you need to know right now. Not what you have to know, but what you need to know, right? Just because it's something you want doesn't mean you're going to get it, but it means that you may not need to hear that at the time. You might need to hear something else. Pile number 2. Okay, and pile number 3, Spirits and Angels. What message do you have for pile number 3? Okay. All right, this is a little bit of a Vice Tower deck. It's kind of cool. It's a little bit different than what you're normally used to. All right, hold on. We're going to be using the butterfly one as well. And I feel like I love butterflies, and I feel like really drawn to this card for you guys today. So let's see. For those who have chosen pile number 3, what message do you have, Spirits and Angels? For those who have chosen pile number 3. Let's see. Okay. All right, let's see. All right, I'm going to give you a moment. You're going to close your eyes, do what you got to do, and ask your guys to direct you to a power that you feel really needs to resonate with you. Okay. Excuse me. I'll put that away. We'll just deal with the rest of this later. All right, so let's see. You're welcome, Doris. Hello, love. All right, so let's just do this, okay? If you need more time, pause the video. Let's jump into this. So for those of you guys who have chosen pile number 1, and now remember, for each pile, after the 3 piles are over, I'm going to ask the book a question. You guys are going to kind of ask the question through the screen, and whatever the book gives you an answer, that's the answer to your question. We'll do that at the end of after all these 3 are done. So if you want to wait. All right, so for pile number 1, we have here is changing your mind. We have here that is reverse. We have here as well as energy, true love. Then we also have here is 5, which is not fear. Interesting. Do we have here changing your mind, true love, and fear? Interesting. We have here as well, we have wake up early to watch the sunrise. Right? Wake up early to watch the sunrise. Practice self-compassion. All right, I know what this is. All right, so for some of you guys who are picking pile number 1, this all relates to about your lack of inability to feel very scared that you're not too sensitive to emotion. You're not too vulnerable as vulnerable as you used to be. And so that is part of what is going on right now. Your energy is chaotic, and you feel that you're losing a sense of love, that energy, that compassion for one another. You feel like you're taking on such a big empath. I feel like a lot of you guys are empathic. And because you're empathic, you feel like you're losing a sense of you because you don't feel as much empathy towards others as you used to. And that is what I'm sensing for some of you guys here. For some of you guys as well, I feel like you're fearing this, excuse me, I'm stuttering. Holy cow. This never happened before. I feel like for some of you guys, you feel love so much that you fear it, but you're not allowing it to come into your life. And because of this, you're in this constant state of darkness. You're in this darkness state. And I feel like some of you guys just maybe relate in politics, but I feel like it's more bigger than politics. I think a lot of you focus on politics because it's easier, it's more mundane, but your emotions are valid. And what I see here for you is that you need to allow yourself to be happy, to allow that love. You know, I feel like for some of you guys, some of you have been widowed, and because of that, you're now allowing the ability for love to grow because you're so fixated on never betraying this person, this lover that you had that passed away, and because of that, you need to shut that out. You need to let them go because love is in your future, but you need to allow it. Right? You know, you need to change your mind sometimes. You need to be more open, be open-minded. That is what I'm seeing here. That is be open-minded and accept that anything. Love can come in many forms, right? We have here, they say one way to, give yourself love. For some of you guys, this could just be love about you as an individual when looking in the mirror. What we have here, they want you to wake up early and watch the sunrise. I don't want you to bring your phone. I don't want you to bring the newspaper. I want you to go outside and just sit there and just breathe in the air, listen to the birds chirping, listen to the waves crashing. Just be out there, just enjoy life. Right? And we have here, they want you to practice self-compassion. I want you to go in the mirror today. And I want you to continue doing this. Every time you pass yourself in some sort of reflection, whether on your phone, on the mirror, anything like that, I want you to whisper and say to yourself, damn, you are one fine specimen, or something remotely like that. Just compliment yourself as if it's another individual. And understand that you are more beautiful than anyone could possibly think because there's no one else like you, especially with your spirit, your compassion for others. So for those of you guys who have chosen pile number 2, your message is take a walk in the park and embrace nature. Right? For some of you guys, you just need to be laying down on the ground. I feel like for some of you guys, you need to just take a picnic, lay on the grass, and look up at the sky and just watch the kids playing with their kite. Watch everything. Enjoy life as it is. Act as if you're a bird from a third party. You looking down, pile 2. We have here as well as a cycle, right? There's a cycle going on. It's a decrease, right? Although that time feel tough, but your ability to be able to manage it is getting harder and harder. Just understand that this is just a cycle, and every cycle passes and repeats itself. Allow yourself to ask yourself right now and ask, what is it that I need to know right now? What is it that I need to learn from this specific moment? What is it that I need to understand? Because there's something here that's something very important that you guys are pointing you to. And you might be seeing a number 444 a lot, or even 4444. But whatever it is, just seeing a lot of fours of any form possible. That's very important. And I apologize for the phone call in the background. We have here as well, we have people. And this is very interesting because this talked about the teacher. Right, you are a master of your own destiny. You are a master of your own cycle. Right, what you are undergoing for some of you is that you're undergoing childhood trauma, and because you're undergoing this childhood trauma, you're not allowing yourself to go further than that. You're not allowing yourself to push past it to heal. That is what you're struggling with right now. We have here consciousness, the sentence of optimism. Excuse me. Oh my God. Oh my God, I can't even speak. I apologize. We have your consciousness. Be happy, be hopeful. There's so much more waiting for you, right? She was in the darkness. She couldn't see inside this vine. What she didn't see was on the vine was truth, abundance, happiness. And at the end of that vine, she got out of the darkness and she saw the light and she realized what was on the tree around her. It was abundant, it was opportunity, but she didn't look closely enough to realize that they've been there all along because she didn't have the light to shine on them. She didn't choose to let her light shine. And because she didn't allow her light to shine, you never noticed what was on the wall, what was right in front of you. You have here as well, we have the loving man. For some of you guys, I feel like a lot of men have chosen this pile compared to women. I feel like a lot of women will pick one of these two. But that's okay if you've chosen this one. There's a message here for you. We have here as well as loving man. I feel like for a lot of you guys, you feel like there's a part of you that needs to be together with something, in union with one thing. What I'm sensing here for you is that you need to become whole with yourself. When you do that, your soulmate, your twin flame is going to come in. And I feel like for some of you guys, you already met this person or you know who this is. And so you may not have the relationship of a romance, but you may have the relationship of any kind. You might have family. You might have brother, sister, best friend, something along those lines. However, you do have them in your life, right? That is a very positive thing. You just got to find who are they, right? And we also have here courage, energy. When you find the courage, for some of you guys, this could also be relating to that sense, getting out of that darkness, that dark state of being closed in, being fearful of not asking that person out because you're afraid of what they may think, right? You have to find the courage to do what it takes, no matter. Find the courage to go back. Right? She came out of the light, right? She came out of the light. But find the courage that once you realize what was hiding the sunlight, that you can go back in it and you have the armor, you have the strength to go back in. And when you do that, you are going to be able to bring your energy to a higher level of consciousness. That is what you need to know right now. For some of you guys, this may not be relating to love. This could be relating to education. This could be relating to job. Whatever this is, there is something here particularly relating to you. Okay, for those of you guys who have chosen pile number 3, now let me know if you find these piles to be accurate in any way. I'll be more than happy and interested to know that. So for pile number 3, we have here professional assistant. Interesting. Here, professional assistant, followed by the loving woman. Interesting. They both came up here. So we have the loving woman, right? Follow with the reverse. Take the next step now. We have here a reverse religion and spirituality. For some of you guys who are struggling with spirituality, I feel like you're questioning everything, and that's why you're here. And then you're leaving. Okay. And then I want you to take 3 slow, deep breaths in for 4, out for 6. Okay. I want you to do this right now. I want you to take in 3 deep breaths. 1, 2, 3. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Now slowly exhale 6 times. Okay, I don't want you to do that throughout the day when you feel stress or anxiety. This is going to help you. Now, what I've sent in here for you, so when I was reading this, I heard a message in my ear. Very lightly, very subtle, but I heard death. And I'm going to talk to you about that in a moment. What I feel like for you is that what is going on for you, pile number 3, is that a lot of you feel like you're questioning what is really happening beyond the veil, happening beyond what is already being told to you. Like, they're talking about more so the spirituality concept. What happens after death? Right? That is what I'm sensing for you. And that's why you have the professional assistant here. And you have the loving women. Well, this is actually Mother Nature, right? Going back into the ground. Understanding that, you might need to seek a higher power to find your answer. Understand one thing and don't make this mistake. Everybody's understanding of what it means to die varies from individual to individual. And the reason why this is very important, I'll talk about this again on my channel at another time at a later date. The reason why this is so important is that death is only temporary. And what I mean by that really is that death is a very beautiful thing. It's a transition. It allows you to shed what was happening here, to be in that little sense of peace in that transition period onto your next life. And so that is what death is really about. And I feel like for a lot of you, you're struggling with this understanding of what could be beyond the veil of what you already knew, what you've been told to think. Listen, what you think is what will happen beyond the veil. If you believe that there is a God or a being, there will be somebody there, but that does not mean that it's them. It could just be your own mind manifesting it in a hallucinated state. Same thing. Everybody has different beliefs, and based on your own beliefs will dictate whether or not where you go in life. If you believe there is a hell, there's a higher percent chance of you going to hell as if you just believe that there was just a heaven. Right? And that's what I'm sensing for you, part number 3. Because we have here is then take the next step now. You're afraid to transition. For some of you guys, you're afraid of death. And, when I mean death, I can mean literal. This could also mean rebirth as well. So take that as, whatever you prefer. This could also mean rebirth. It could be a rebirth of a career, whatever it is. Everybody's situation varies. We have here as well, we have religion and spirituality. You're questioning, you're not sure what way to go, who you're leading to. And that is why you're seeking higher up dimensions. Remember, everybody has their own values of truth. Find yours, right? And you have here, once you do that, once you find the truth of where it is that you want to do, what you want to go, you end up finding that this will be the time to leave. And you will be leaving in a positive way, in a positive state of mind. And when you do that, you can breathe. So that is for you, pile number 3. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I hope you find the pile to be accurate or helpful in some way or some form. I hope you find everything on this channel to be good and lovely. Anyway, guys, I love you. I hope you have a very beautiful night, and I'll see you guys very soon, probably tomorrow, probably Wednesday. Anyway, I'm going to make a few more videos on the other channels, so stay updated. If you have not followed What's Up, What If Tarot, definitely check out that channel. The video has not been up yet, but I will be posting very soon. Anyway, guys, I love you. I hope you have a very beautiful night, and bye.